please wait. Your storage is almost full.
Recording did not start असं नाही आलं.
नाही.
रेकॉर्ड होतं.
ओके ठीक आहे, काय फरक पडत नाही, सुरुवातीचा विजिट करा. ओके, I will share my PDF. Wait a minute. Okay. So our next topic is in the Olympiad for grade 4 is geometrical shapes. So there are different kind of shapes you know till now: triangle, square, rectangle. Hello? Hello? हेलो बार-बार बंद क्यों होता है? हेलो, आवाज बढ़ा दीदी ने, आवाज कम किया होगा. ये बार-बार क्यों बंद हो रहा है इसमें? वॉल्यूम तो फुल है. हेलो, नहीं बैठता. हेलो, हेलो, जाना. Till now you know the different kinds of geometrical shapes. Some of the basic shapes are triangle, square, rectangle. Then we know the cylinder shape. We know the cone. We know the pyramid. Okay. So these are the some different kind of shapes which we know till the 4th standard, basic shapes. Everybody can correlate these shapes with our day-to-day routine life, like our TV screen is rectangular in shape. The handkerchief that we use is square in shape. Then we eat samosa. Everybody loves it. The samosa is of pyramidal shape. The gas cylinder which we have in our home is a cylindrical one. So there are many shapes or different kind of shapes like door, window in our house that we can correlate with that particular shape. So here are the list of shapes like angle, polygon, triangle, quadrilateral, rectangle, square, circle, and the same thing they had mentioned here, that we can correlate these shapes with the daily day things which we saw in our life. Now how we classify these shapes? So when we see some shapes or any shape, either it is plane or it is solid. So what is meant by plane and what is meant by solid? So plane shape means two-dimensional, means only one side of it is visible, that is known as two-dimensional. And solid shapes are always three-dimensional figures. Okay, so for example, circle, when we draw on our paper, when we draw any circle or any square or any rectangle on a paper, we can just saw its front sides. So it is two-dimensional figure, that is plane shape. When we say sphere, we give the example of ball for the sphere. We never give the example of ball for circle shape. Okay, so sphere is always three-dimensional solid one figure. Okay, now the plane and solid shapes, the differential diagnosis is given to us. Then means how we can differentiate two-dimensional and three-dimensional figures. So the same thing the plane shapes are two-dimensional, which I had told you already. Solid shapes are three-dimensional. When we saw the plane shape, only length and breadth we can see, not the thickness of it. Means we can see only the length and the breadth of the shape. We cannot see what is behind of it. Okay, how much it is extended from backside. We never see when we draw something on a plain paper, or when we draw any shape on the plain paper, or when we see the two-dimensional figure, we just only see its length and breadth. We cannot able to see its thickness. But when we talk about solid shapes, we can see the length, breadth as well as thickness. See the cuboid. This is the thickness of the cuboid, and this is length, and this is breadth of the cuboid. Okay, so same. And solid shapes always occupy volume. Plane shapes never occupies volume. Okay, so this is the basic difference in between plane and solid shape. So one classification criteria is to differentiate in between two-dimensional and three-dimensional figure. Now the next criteria to classify the shape is uh, regular shapes and irregular shapes. Okay, the shapes which have a particular name, which regularly we see in our life. Okay, all sides are equal, or there is something connection in between their sides and their angles. These shapes are known as regular shape. When there is no connection in between sides, and those shapes we never saw in our daily day life regularly, they are known as irregular shapes. The same definition is given here. Regular shapes have sides that are equal, interior inside angles that are all equal. In the figure given below, equilateral triangle, regular pentagon, regular hexagon shapes are given. Irregular shapes, side and angle has irregular length and size. Okay, they are known as irregular. You cannot say that two sides are equal. You cannot say that this length and this length is equal. So these are the irregular ones. Now another thing is which we have to learn in geometrical shapes is to know about the point, to know about the line segment, to know about the line, and about the ray. See, point means just a dot. It has only one position. It is only at one position. It has no dimensions, no side, no length, no breadth. Just a dot is known as point. Okay. Now what is mean by line segment? When two points are joined together, it is known as line segment. Segment means टुकड़ा मराठी मध्ये, किंवा हिंदी में अगर हम बात करें तो सेगमेंट इज अ छोटा पार्ट, लीनियर छोटा पार्ट जो दो पॉइंट के बीच में है. सो लाइन सेगमेंट मीन्स इट हैज limitations, it has particular length, it is not extended at any side, never. Okay, the small segment, small portion in between two dots, and that portion is linear one, that is only one line, means this is start dot and end dot, and you just have to connect it, and this is known as line segment. Okay, so we knew about the point, and we know right now just about the line segment. Now what is mean by closed figure and open figure? So closed figure means all sides are connected to each other and there is no opening, means there is no way, there is no rasta to go inside that figure. is known as closed figure. See, this is closed figure. There is no darwaza, no gate, no door to come outside or go inside. Is known as closed figure. All sides are joined together with particular angle is known as closed figure. And if opposite condition is there, different straight line, stopping points, sides is not joined at one particular point, or there is a gap in between 2 points, then it is known as open figure. There is a way to go inside that figure. See, there is somewhere there is a way to go inside that figure, come outside of that figure is known as open figure. Okay, now we have to see some examples. Okay, 1 minute. Line segment, which we saw right now. Then what is mean by line? So line is a straight path and that goes forever in both directions. See, there is a difference in between line segment and line. Don't get confused in between line segment and line. So what is mean by line and what is mean by line segment? Line segment means it has start point and it has end point also. But this line segment is on a particular line and line can be extended both the side, right and left also, and it has no end, it has infinite end. Where it going to end we don't know, but segment is a small portion on that line that we can determine its length. We can say it is of so and so length, but we cannot say the line is of this much length. No, because line has infinite end at both the ends. Okay, so when any line is denoted by two arrows on its left and on its right, then it is line. But if it is denoted by point, then it is line segment. Understood? Now the next one is ray. Now there is a difference in between ray and line also. Ray has one end fixed and one end is infinite, whether it is left side or on the right side. But any one of the end is fixed, means at one end it has a point and one end it has a symbol of arrow. So it is known as ray. Ray can move in one direction for infinite distance. Okay, we say light rays that are coming from sun. So sun is that point, that dot, which is the fixed point, and from sun the rays are spreading everywhere in the universe, but it has no end. It will come to Earth, it will come to Mars, it will go to Neptune, Uranus, anywhere, because it has no end. So it is a ray. Okay, so it has one fixed point and one infinite end is known as ray. It is denoted by fixed point denoted by dot and infinite point denoted by arrow. Okay, line is also infinite, move in both the direction, but segment has a fixed length. Okay, now straight line, curve line, you know that straight line you can identify what is mean by straight line, what is mean by curve line. No need to explain it. Okay, then we saw the closed figure, open figure also. Now we will see some examples based on this topic. Okay, so till now we learn different kinds of shapes. We classify the shapes by two categories. One category, by one category, the shapes are of two types: two-dimensional and three-dimensional. Two-dimensional shapes has no thickness, but three-dimensional shape has a thickness, and we can see the thickness of the shape also. Okay, and it has volume. Three-dimensional shape has a volume, but two-dimensional shape has no volume. Okay, then another way of classification is regular and irregular shapes, and after that we saw the definition of point, definition of line segment, definition of line, definition of ray, and open and close figure. Okay, now some examples we are going to see here, which are already solved, but we just go through it to understand the topic betterly, and when we solve the exercise we can easily able to solve it. Okay, so first example is, which one of the following is a simple closed curve? See, closed means what? Whatever things are there inside it, whether it is curve line, whether it is straight line, but everything is connected to each other. There is no opening to enter in the figure. Okay, no opening should be there. So go through all the shapes. See, the first A option. This line and this line are joined together here at this point. At this point, another vertical and horizontal line is joined. Here also it is joined. Here also it is joined. Here also. So in this figure, there is no place to enter in this figure. So this is closed figure. But we want simple closed curve, not a straight line. So which is curve here? Because A option is also closed figure, B option is also closed figure, D option is also closed figure, and C option is also closed figure. But everywhere there are straight line used in that figure. But we want closed curve. So C is the option where two closed curve lines or two curve line are joined together to make a closed curve. Okay, so our answer is option C. Now the next example is, how many line segments are required to make the alphabet M? Now see, we require line segment, we don't require line, or we don't require rays to make any alphabet, because alphabet has finite shape, finite length, and everything. So M we have to make. Now see, in the figure M, how many lines are used? You can see, this is one point, this is another point, this is one point, this is another point, and this is another point. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points are there. This is open figure. Okay, not a closed one. Just for the knowledge. Now, how many line segments are used? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to draw the alphabet M, we need 4 line segments. Now another example is, to draw the alphabet N, how many line segment you use? See, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So to draw N, we need 3 line segments. To draw M, we need 4 line segments. Okay, now the next one. Which one of the following is not a ray in a given figure? So first of all, you must know what is meant by ray. I already told you that ray can be extended at its one end infinitely and one end is fixed. Now the question is, which one of the following is not a ray? So we'll check one by one. Okay. Now see how to check. Take a point A. How many segment or how many rays are going from point A? A, B. AB is not a ray because ray must has arrow on one end and dot on another end. So dot is there on both the ends. So AB is not a ray. AB is a line segment. So we are not going to take or we are not going to consider AB. We consider A to D because point D is represented by arrow and point A is represented by point. So AD is a ray. Okay. AE is also a ray. But again CE is also ray and BD is also ray. Huh? Because it has also a fixed end and infinite end. But you can see when we take EF, I will take another pen or another color to show you. When we take EF, EF is represented by arrow on both the side. And when arrow is there on both the side, it is not a ray, it is a line. So EF option is our correct option, which is not a ray in a given figure. So where is option EF? Or they had taken BC, but BC, acha, they had given some option. AD is ray, BD is ray, AE is also ray, but BC is a line segment, so BC is not a ray. Okay, so option is D. Now the next topic is about angle, triangle. Okay, so vertices, then types of angle, types of uh, different types of polygon, different types of square. Everything we had to take, but we'll take slowly. So we'll stop here or we'll move to the practice examples. So if there are some examples related to what topic we had learned today, then we'll do that. But it is based on angle. Uh, which one of the following has definite length? C. Which one of the following has definite length? There is option a line segment, a ray, a point, and none of this. So see, line can be extended on both the sides, so it does not have definite length. Ray is also has one infinite point, so it also not have a definite length. But line segment has a definite end because it is represented by 2 points or it is in between 2 points. So line segment has definite length and point has no length, no breadth, nothing else. So it is just a dot. So our answer is line segment. Then how many triangles are there? We'll go first. We'll learn first how many sides the triangle has, its types, angle. Then we'll solve these examples. Okay. First we'll learn all the topic. Then we'll solve the examples also. But today we will stop here. The remaining topics we'll take tomorrow. Okay.